Hello and welcome. My name is Sia, and I wanted to initially do this Forex trading lesson, or we would call it a training, because I have been waiting for quite some time now just to do a Forex trading analysis in terms of just trading structure or pure price action. Now, basically, to start you off on that, because one of the things I do believe is once you know how to read a price chart, you can attack the market in a multitude of ways. You are never lost in terms of knowing what to do when the market gets to a particular level. And I will show you a couple of examples of that, okay, on the charts that I will be going through with you, okay. So I just want to go through the analysis in terms of my predictions, okay. So on the euro dollar, I was taking a look in terms of the important structure levels. So if you just quickly go onto the daily charts, okay, it is clear and evident, okay, that we did have a bullish flag pattern, okay, that appeared. Giving us an indication that we could see some price action moving to the high side, and could potentially see that in this week or so. So it's a matter of just waiting and seeing on the daily charts. And if you scroll down onto the 4-hourly chart, okay, I was able basically to measure out these zones, okay, these structure levels, okay. So the key thing is always look left. Structure leaves clues, okay. So this level, okay, has been important, and price action has been respecting that level. And the next lower level was actually here at 809s, okay. So this particular level, okay, I was initially looking at. Next, if you were to go into the hourly charts, okay, the trading time frame, right? So I did have an idea that we could potentially see price action, getting up to this level. So my initial bias was that we could see find a buying opportunity down here, all right? So if you take harmonic moves, okay, from the swing high to the swing low, and you clone that, okay, you have a harmonic move coming into this structure level. And if I was to basically just take my Fibonacci's, okay, from swing low, okay, from this low to my swing high, we get 786 coming into that structure level as well. If I were to take as well, yeah, so I'll just say in terms of fibs that, and then that harmonic moves that we did identify here. So let's take an extension tool just to basically give us an indication, okay, of price action. Alright, so you are looking at we get a 1618, okay, lining up at that level. So it was a level, okay, that I was having an anticipation that the market would have a turning point, okay. And initially we had that, okay. So price action, in essence, what it done is it created a double bottom, okay, right here. So we broke above that structure level, give us indication, okay, of a bullish bias. So we were seeing that momentum onto the high side, okay. And my initial bias is if we could actually get back. So in essence, this is actually a double bottom. So the next anticipation is, okay, is how do I actually get involved? So looking at a process known as IPDE, identify, predict, decide, and execute. So I've identified, okay, in terms of where the market, okay, is, okay, we are currently in consolidation, okay. Then I'm doing a prediction that I actually want to buy, okay. I have a bearish, a bullish bias, okay, on the euro dollar, and in anticipation, okay, at this zone. However, in terms of how price action went, we didn't actually get there. So next is, okay, how then can I actually get involved, and what's the next step is, okay. So I did predict that level. Next, the next prediction phase, okay, since that level, okay, has gone by, will be to look for a 2618 setup. Now 2618 is pretty simple. So we have a double bottom and we retrace it back to the 618. So if I take from swing low to swing high, I'm looking at getting involved if price action actually rotates lower down to the 618, okay. You're looking at a risk of about this much, Okay, so in terms of risk, okay, from the 618 to our stop level, okay, that is our initial risk that we have on this trade. And looking at targets, so there is a number of ways in terms of actually setting up targets, but the way that I actually recommend is this particular way. All right, so you're looking at our lowest point, okay, which is actually down there. So swing low to swing high, come back down. So you're looking at target ones. We will come into that 127, okay, for profit targets. Looking at that 127, okay, as one to actually look out for, as well as again the 1618 being target twos. If you're shooting for second targets as well, you could look for targets up there as well. So that is a systematic approach to actually setting targets. All right, so we could see price action, getting to those levels, and if we actually come to that 618 for our entry point, we could look to actually get long on that, on the euro. All right, so going back to the euro, so I went through the whole process to identifying, prediction, deciding, and then the execution. Execution will be if you come back to the 618, our entry level at 889, look to enter there, get along. Okay, so we've done the whole process of IPDE, identify, predict, decide, and execute. Right, so in essence now we are, I'd have to say, one step ahead of the market. So we know what to do in the market when price action gets down to this particular level. We know, have an anticipation in terms of what we could do. And again, if price action continues lower, we could still see some buying opportunities down here at the structure level as well. So it's two ways. Once, if price action gets to our entry points, we could attack and get long. If we get stopped out, we still could see possible a next buying opportunity down here as well. So it's one way in terms of, being a few steps ahead of the market at all times. All right, so let me just take you through my portfolio and see what else I'm actually looking at right now. So nothing much here on the euro CAD. So in essence, it's just an anticipation in terms of price action is actually testing the structure level, okay, our near-term resistance. So if we could see some turning points, okay, right here, could see a potential 2618 sell setup or a double top as well in order for us to short the market, which will give us a good risk to reward projections as well, okay, on there. So nothing much in terms of analysis, okay, on the CAD. Going to the pound yen, okay, interesting enough, on the pound yen, price action, okay, has been respecting a particular level, right? So it is clear that we are in a bearish trend, right? So it is evident and clear, okay, on the daily chart. Scrolling down to the 4 hour, okay, 4 hour as well, it is clear as well here. So an interesting thing about this, okay, is how price action is actually moving. So if I were to take my line tool, so we had our impulse leg, an outside return, new structure low, outside return, new structure low, and outside return. Lo and behold, we actually had an outside return coming into structure, to show you how important structure level is, okay, in the market. So if I were to take my tool here, so this level has been respected, a prior support now turning into resistance. So right here, it has been evident that we did actually see a turning point as well here in price action, okay, on the pound yen. Next, if you to actually take a look at that as well, so we're actually now coming into a possible double bottom. So price action is respecting the support level as well. So it's one to actually pay attention to as time goes in terms of what price action is doing. So I am having anticipation that I want to actually get long here, but since we are in consolidation right now, let me just zoom this in. So we are in consolidation right now, okay? So price action is neither creating a decision if it wants to actually go higher or go lower. So in terms of the whole IPDE process, I'm identifying that, okay, I want to be a bull, but in a particular way. All right, so here, and I'll show you a particular way how I also, if price action breaks the structure level, what I am anticipating on doing, right? So if price action holds a structure level, okay, and then price action creates new structure highs, okay, from this consolidation, I'd look for price action, to create an outside return, okay, for a possible 2680 buying opportunity as well here, and continue to ride the market way back up there. But then if price action, now talking about the if then thought process, if price action breaks to the downside, I will be looking for price action to retest now previous structure support now turns to possible resistance, and I look to actually short the market in continuation with the bigger overall trend. So that is how we actually look at the market. So in essence, now we are, I'd have to say, 2 steps ahead of the market in terms of knowing what to do when price action gets to a particular level and not to be lost. Okay, next is, let's take a look here. Okay, nothing much in terms of the Australian dollar, because we have, I think, a possible bad pattern, but let me just check my rule sets, okay, on this possible bad pattern. If we do break, yeah, so we have a possible bad pattern as well coming in on the Aussie dollar on the 60-minute time frame. All right, so this bad pattern looks like this: X to A to B, B to C, CD completion coming up onto the 886. So we're looking to actually take a short opportunity here at the 886, as well as a nice thing as well here at this level. We have a bit of structure, okay, coming in at that level as well. So yeah, that is a traditional bad pattern. Okay, not really traditional, because I have my particular rule sets, okay, on this how to actually get the ratios, in order to maximize profits and minimize risk. So this is a bad pattern that is underway. Next will be, let's look at the pound yen. Okay, pound yen as well, interesting thing as well here, looking at structure as well. We are respecting structure level, okay, so we are in a bearish rotation. Looking at the daily chart, okay, it is clear and evident that we are bearish, and it's no way of hiding that. As well as on the 4-hour, it is clear we've been creating new structure lows all the way down. And then in the 60-minute time frame, something interesting has been happening. All right, so we've had price actually creating some sort of a support zone, even though it's not really a double bottom, but we did have a support, okay, at this particular line. So it's where price action, okay, has been holding its ground there. So going back to the if then thought process, if price action continues, okay, to rotate higher, all right, so where it is to go actually higher, I have an anticipation to actually short the market. I'm looking at stops, okay, at this level right here. All right, in terms of placing stops for us to be on the safe zone, and I'm looking for risk to reward of about a minimum 1:1, okay, on this particular trade setup. So it's this zone on its own here is my kill zone. So there are ways in order for us to actually narrow this level down, okay, in order for us to actually minimize risk and maximize profit potential. So I'm not going to actually go through that in this video session. So there is a way we could minimize that as well, in terms of looking at particular ways and setups, and using Fibonacci's and using Fib clusters and so forth for us to narrow this zone. So this zone I'm watching quite closely as well. All right, Swiss, I won't say there's much going on the Swiss. The only thing on the Swiss charts, okay, what we do have, this is the next structure level, okay, that I have my eyes on, okay. If price action actually gets to that level, possible 2680, no, we did have a break of previous structure. We created a previous structure highs, okay, on the 60-minute time frame. But if you actually go on the daily chart, okay, we are in consolidation as well on the daily chart, so we are sideways. Yep, so structure trading is a bit too hard here as well, but we did actually create here a double top. So this level right here created a double top. Double top indicates 2618 shorting opportunity, and should price action rotate higher, we could short, come back down to the structure level, okay. And if that happens, back to the if then thought process, let's see if we would have maybe a possible harmonic pattern forming here, if we do, okay, we would have a potential bad pattern, okay, in order. So it means we are taking, this is known as aggressive C, so it's a dangerous, not really dangerous, but it's, if you're not too clued up in terms of it, you could lose money. So this is what I would be looking for. All right, so looking to actually, if price action rotates, looking to get a retrace or to that 618 level here, looking to actually sell the market. If price action gets down here, looking to buy it down here as well. So for a back-to-back trading opportunity as well here on the USD CAD. So it's all about, you know, waiting and seeing, and let price and time, you know, depict in terms of where price actually wants to go. All right, next, let's see, we are on the yen. Let's quickly look at the daily charts. Okay, don't want to actually make this video too long. All right, so we are at this major structure level, okay, on the yen, and it's all about, you know, waiting and seeing what price action actually does. So we are in consolidation as well here, so I don't want to actually make this video too long. Okay, all right. Okay, so if we actually had a double top, so in essence we didn't, we could have had a possible 2618 selling opportunity as well here. So currently we are in consolidation, but structure levels to pay attention to right here. Structure level 1, there's another minor structure right here, and then we have structure level, you know, coming in down there. So these are where you're looking to actually buy the market. So this is a bullish trend. It's easy to see, okay, that we creating impulse leg outside return, new structure high, outside return, new structure high, outside return, new structure high, outside return, and then we look for possible new structure highs and an outside return to actually buy the market. But if we actually get up here, okay, at this level, we could look to possibly, you know, sell the yen, okay, at this level, as well as we have a couple of harmonic moves as well here as well. Horizontal line, trend line. Okay, so if I take from swing low to swing high and actually clone this, okay, let's see if this works. Okay, so we're slightly above that level, okay, out of the harmonic move. So that harmonic move, okay, it doesn't really count as much, but it is clear and evident that we are, you know, bullish. We are in a bullish trend. So this is a nice place to actually look for a buying opportunity. All right. Okay, so this is also another nice possible way to actually buy the market. Okay, so you could have had okay, stops at this level right here. You could have had an entry reason being this pin bar. Okay, you had a possible, you know, harmonic move, okay, from here to there. So a possible 3 drivers pattern, I think. Let's see. So I'm just going off the bat here on my analysis. Bang. So harmonic move, slightly low, so it's not really a harmonic move here as well. So you get the drift. So it's an outside return, new structure low, outside return, new structure low. So we had that possible way or a possible entry reason down here. You'll be looking at a risk of that much, and, you know, target potentials, you know, getting it all the way up there. So nice way to actually get long, okay, is would have been the entry reason, would have been this pin bar in the direction of the trend, having stops below the structure level. So it is an anticipation if you are a structure-based trader or a pattern trader. So you could have used that reversal bar, that pin bar, okay, in order to actually take a long opportunity. So pretty much that's about that. So I don't actually make this long and just do a whole analysis on my whole portfolio. Okay, so I just wanted to, you know, show you how to actually, you know, read the price charts, how to, you know, showcase the IPD process, IPDE, identify, predict, decide, and execute, as well as, you know, structure trading, how to be ahead of the markets. It's important to be 1 step, 2 step, 3 steps ahead of the market to know what to do when price action gets to your particular level. So it's one to actually pay close attention to. So I hope this video was informative and helpful for you in terms of your trading, and I hope to see you next time as I produce more videos. And without your support, guys, all this will not be possible. And the only thing I would just like for you to do is just share this video with other fellow traders, as well as comment, give me some feedback. How are these videos? Are they helpful? Are they a waste of time for you? So just shoot me that. Hit the like, share, subscribe. You know the deal. So plan your trade your plan. See you next time.